Hi there, Henry Smith here from IamWealthyandRich.com. We'll talk about how to understand the game of money and play it well. Welcome to today's video update. This video update is just like all the others. It's a series we're doing of an investor's journey. So every day update a cryptocurrency portfolio on a daily basis. Started doing this from February this year, although this was actually February 2021, shall I say. Although the portfolio was actually started in 2020. However, I decided to start updating it from 2021. I'm just updating it for analysis purposes, case study purposes, and so on and so forth. Make sure you stay to the end of this video because I always talk about something after the update. And before I continue, it's important for me to do the disclaimer. So I'm not a financial planner, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not an accountant CPA, so do your own due diligence, do your own research. And always remember that with any kind of investing, there are always risks, so do not invest more than you can afford to lose. So let me share my screen and start updating the figures for today. So this is the spreadsheet that I use. And it has three columns, main columns, altcoin, Bitcoin, and the totals column. And the green is when it's moved forward on the previous day, and red is when it's moved backward on the previous day. So forward and backwards all mixed up. So the last 2 days is moved backwards. Let's see what we got today. So today is the 9th of September 2021. Get the figures on this page here, and it comes in from a live feed into an asset group, and then we get the final figures here. So this portfolio consists of one whole Bitcoin and a selection of especially researched alternative coins apart from Bitcoin. And this is the totals at the top. And on the left-hand side, we've got US dollars. Right-hand side, we've got the same portfolio, but just in pounds, British pounds. And in the middle here, we have what do we have here? We have the percentage split. So you can see I put the majority of my money into the altcoins, and there's a reason for that. Anyway, this figure here, 162,626. And 43. Why is it hard? 62, 626 times 162,626 and 43. I believe, is that correct? 162, yep. And that is above yesterday. So yesterday we went down 23,000, today we're up 7,600. 26, so we'll color this green, and the totals figure is 209,666.06. This updates every 10 minutes, so I've got to be quick. 209,666.06. It should be easy to remember. 209,666.06. So let's check that. Yeah, that's correct. That is also up on yesterday. That's about 5,000, 8,000. So 8,000 on yesterday. And Bitcoin, 8,540 yesterday. Bitcoin is up 914 on yesterday. So back in the green. Like I said, I've explained yesterday. It looks like we're heading towards a downward trend. And we'll keep you posted on that. But the most important thing I want to talk about is, why people succeed as an investor and why most people don't. And like I said, there's not a single reason why, but there's a combination of reasons why. If you get the majority of them right, you'll find yourself on the winning side. Like, more than 90% of people lose money with cryptocurrencies. I mean, not everybody may lose money as the market fluctuates, but 90% of people don't make any profit. They kind of lose a lot of money, and it's just a bad deal for them. Whereas 10%, make money and they make profits and so on and so forth. So why does that happen? Mainly the mindset, mainly the strategy. So you could be using the wrong strategy. And most importantly, you could be using the wrong mindset. If you have the wrong mindset, there are two types of wrong mindset. Number one is a short-term attitude. I saw an article of online that says how Bitcoin completely ruined my life. Well, there's no way Bitcoin can ruin your life. You've ruined your own life. You need to take responsibility. It's not Bitcoin's fault that your life was ruined. It's your probably greed, short-sightedness, lack of research, and poverty mentality mindset that ruined your life, not Bitcoin. But what do people do? They blame it on Bitcoin, or they blame it on a company, or they blame it on, you understand? So people tend to blame anyone but themselves. You know, I failed because of this, I failed because of that. They never look in the mirror and say, I failed because it was something that I may have done or may not have done. And that's when, until you're prepared to do that, until you're prepared to look yourself in the eye and say, if it is to be, it's up to me. Okay. You know, in other words, the first rule of success is taking responsibility. That's the first rule. The second rule is discipline. Okay. But, you know, in terms of another reason why people have got wrong expectations. Wrong expectations. If you invest in Bitcoin and leave it for 4 years, there's no way you will lose money. So if you understand it's a 4-year investment and not a 4-month investment, too many people keep looking at it from the wrong perspective. And I've done quite a few videos on this, comparing it, doing, you know, different comparisons over 4-year periods as opposed to over, you know, a 6-month period and so on. And you never lose money over 4 years. So why Bitcoin ruined your life, I have no idea how you can blame that on Bitcoin. Bad judgment, put the money in, took it out too soon, you know, didn't leave it in there long enough. There's no way Bitcoin will ruin your life. But people like a sob story, and they like to whinge and complain and blame it on anyone but themselves. It makes them feel good. Is to protect the ego, to blame someone else. If it's their fault, then I don't have to blame me. It's not my fault. It can't be my fault. So everything's fine. So, and this is the biggest problem with 90 to 95% of people. They don't have a winning attitude, or they have not learned to develop a winning attitude. Only you can make yourself win. I can't make you win. You know, I've helped many people succeed in improving the way they look at things. And I've taken people from who were downright suicidal to, I don't know, 6 weeks later or so, saying that, well, they don't feel like a victim anymore. They feel a lot stronger. Okay? Well, the reason is you have to do it for yourself. You see, you know, I remember a good friend of mine, and she knows who she is, I won't mention names, you know, a while ago, this was a while ago, telling me that, you know, she's not happy and she's not feeling down and so on and so forth. And I said, and she was doing certain things in my program, but she wasn't doing them effectively in the way I do them. She was just doing them like on the surface. And I told them that, number one, only you can make yourself happy. Only you can make yourself happy. You can't talk to me and expect me to make you happy. I can't make you happy. Because yes, it'll be temporary, but once we put the phone down, that happiness, real happiness, has got to come from inside you. Happiness is an inside job. Okay? So you've got to work on yourself to make yourself happy. And I showed her what to do. And now she has got a much stronger mindset, and as she understands, she continuously thanks me almost on a daily basis for that. But she did the work, not me. That's the key. You have to do the work. You know, I have another person who I've helped, when I said in the last 6 weeks, who came from suicidal to not being a victim, really feeling strong and I don't feel like a victim anymore. You see, because there are messages that are inside your mind that are playing. It's like a CD playing, and you have many CDs. Okay, so sometimes you got the wrong CD playing. It's not really a CD, I'm just using it as an analogy. The wrong message playing, programming playing, and it has to be interrupted and overwritten with a new set of messages. And that messages will carry on playing whether I'm there or not. You need something to be playing in you all the time without me, because you've set it in motion, and only you can set it in motion. I can't set it in motion for you. So personal development is something that we all have to work on continuously, dedicatedly, day by day, every day. And it's something only we can do for ourselves. That makes a huge difference. Okay, your attitude determines your altitude. So how Bitcoin can ruin your life, you know, well, like I said, it's a lot of different things. Bad time. And if your mind is really, shall I say, not well adjusted, not well attuned to wealth and prosperity, if it's attuned to poverty and victim mentality, you're going to be led in all kinds of directions, okay, mostly the wrong directions, to get those kind of results. So it's really, I would say, your mindset is what lost you a lot of money, not Bitcoin. Okay. So I'm not talking about you personally, I'm just saying the person who mentioned that, their mind. Okay, but like I said, develop the right mindset, a wealth and prosperity mindset, a winning attitude, and then the discipline, and then also understand that cryptocurrencies are the best. There are different ways, different time frames of investment. Okay, now the most simplest is to adopt a longer time frame. If you adopt a longer time frame, such as a 4-year time frame, you can't lose money. That is the easiest. Anybody can win at that. Then there are shorter time frames. You have to be a little bit more analytical and skillful and knowledgeable to make money in shorter time frames. Then there are tiny, really minute time frames, and you have to be extremely knowledgeable and extremely analytical and extremely, know what you're doing. So I don't recommend, and a lot of people want to jump into that, the hardest part with no experience, the hardest way of doing it. So I don't recommend you do that. I recommend you start with the long-term strategy, get that in place. That's in place, and that's not, that's a long-term strategy. And then, if you want to find out more, there are shorter time frame strategies, 1 year, or so time frames. Those are still good to get into as well. Okay, and then going into like 3-month strategies, 1-week strategies, 1-day strategies, 4-hour strategies, that's really risky. It becomes more risky the shorter the time frame. And a lot of people want to start at the riskiest end. They've got no experience. They haven't even made any money long term. Okay, so learn to walk before you can. No, learn to crawl before you can walk. Learn to walk before you can run. There are different levels of movement, from crawling to walking to running. Okay, different. So you don't start off learning how to run. That's not the way it works. Anyway, to get off in the beginning part, let me share a screen with you. If you really want to start off on the right footing, I recommend you go to this website here, IamWealthyandRich.com. How to understand the game of money and play it well. And scroll down to this form here, get your millionaire mindset and investment strategy for free. Okay, so yeah, scroll down to this form, fill it in, name and email address. I'll send it to you immediately. Once you've done that, start working on yourself, start working on very simple, powerful investment strategy. And then, once you've started that process, you can send us an email to find out a little bit more about our altcoin strategy. Okay, so there's an email about that. But first things first, get this under your belt first. All right, so with that, I want to thank you very much for listening. Have a great day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video, hit the notification button and all that, so on and so forth. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a wonderful day. Remember, the I Am Wealthy and Rich is really about you telling yourself you're wealthy and rich. No one else can tell you that you're wealthy and rich. Only you can. Okay? So I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a nice day. Bye.